At least my mic isn't muted. Got that going for me. How you doing? All right. I do have a little bit of news this week. I have to admit it's going to be a pretty casual show here today. I don't have a lot of big Lotro news for you, but I do have some things that I can talk about that we'll be doing in the near future. And I'm going to announce the start of Extra Life. So that's really what today's show is about. So I guess if you're sitting there being like, I don't really want to sit here and watch Cordo unless he's got something big to say. Well, if I got news for you, you get a day off. So there we are. Also, it has been a terrible morning. Just, thanks for asking. No one's asked. It's been a terrible morning. About 45 minutes ago, I was sitting there in Teams chat, going dur 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 dur, typing around, chatting, doing the work, when a popping sound started coming from my computer. Yes, the computer that I'm currently using to stream this show on. About 45 minutes ago, started making a weird popping sound. And I had to force, well, I didn't have to. I chose to force shut off the power of said computer. And so that's how my day's been going. But hey, it's not like I have to stream today. Oh, man. That's how it is. Yeah. That is a Too Much Coffee Man mug. Thank you, Mikey Geek. I don't know how many people even know who Too Much Coffee Man is these days, but I do. I grew up in the 90s going to my local comic book store reading indie comics by Shannon Wheeler. Awesome stuff. Yeah, stream day drama. Here's the fun news, though. All right, well, let me actually just start off the show then. Hello and welcome to Court of the Rings on twitch.tv/LocherStream. I'm your community manager, Cordovan, and I'll be with you for the next almost an hour here, hanging out, having some fun. Going to be doing some questing. I'll have a little bit of news about what we're doing in the near future. Bull Roar next week. Oops, I just spoiled it. Also, I'm going to be showing Extra Life. I'm going to, well, I literally hit live on the page a couple minutes before I went live here today. I'm going to get the word out throughout the weekend about that, but our Extra Life drive is now officially underway. If you've donated to Extra Life throughout the calendar year 2024, you're already in. No worries about that. You'll just have to fill out a survey link, of which I will have more info on in just a second. But Extra Life is now officially kicked off through the end of the year. All the drawing or giveaways and that are going to happen after November 30th. This year, I'm totally going to be much faster than every other year that I say I'm going to be much faster, and I'm actually going to get you your stuff as soon as I can. That's the plan, anyway. But don't expect things for the first couple of weeks, I bet, because it's usually a pretty big rush, which is amazing because what you're doing is helping the Boston Children's Hospital. You're raising life-saving money literally through Extra Life, and it's always been a really big deal for the Lord of the Rings Online and Standing Stone Games in general. And I'm honored once again this year, to be the lead for Team Standing Stone Games. What that means is that a week from tomorrow, gosh, I hope I have my calendar right. That is true, is it not? Yes, it's a week from tomorrow. We're going to be doing our Extra Life Game Day Marathon. Extra Life Game Day is Saturday, November 2nd. We're going to be blowing it all out on Locher Stream right here. Something like 8 a.m. to midnight. We'll see. But something like 8 a.m. to midnight. We're working on the schedule right now. All of us who stream on the Locher stream are working through it. I also happen to know that we're going to have a Sans Array stopping by as well. The other big official broadcast I'd like to mention is next. I think the way I'm going to do it is just use next week's time slot for this. But next Friday's show, I'm hoping to do really a condensed sort of preview of Update 42. Do a hot hour of Legacy of Morgoth preview stuff in 1 week from today, because we're still on track to go live on November 6th. So far, nothing has led me to believe that we're not hitting that date. Could always happen. You know how things go. But assuming that things continue on track, we are looking really for the next Friday show to be really the last Friday before it's live. So I thought what we would do is do a formal preview. I don't know who's going to be on yet. I haven't asked anyone, but I would assume someone like your Orion, maybe even a Severlin. Maybe we can get on Mac Mahal on if he's doing stuff. Well, we'll see. Whoever can make it, and we're going to do a preview of Update 42. This is going to be I would say a spoiler medium preview, but less in depth than the kind of things you've seen over the past month for the casual strolls with scenario, or any of the other kind of previews that you've seen on Bulwer. The idea is let's just kind of show this, not get too spoilery, get the hype train going for November 6th. So that'll be next week's show. This week's show is totally going to suck compared to next week's show. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's get to... let me first change my transition so it is the correct franchise. And switch screens here. What happened to my scene? Literally, what happened to my scene? Why has my scene gone? What is going on? Why my computer is haunted? My computer is haunted. Also, I have literally lost my Lotro. Not gameplay scene. The one my news scene. What in the world did I do with it? Well, crap. All right, well, we're doing it live. Let's just do it this way then. I need a place to put myself. Somehow my scene disappeared. I don't know what's going on. That's cool, though. This is looping video Legacy of Morgoth. We're just going to do that. And let me put up our Extra Life page. It's not Friday the 13th, but it could be. It's going to be a real spooky weekend for a lot of us, isn't it? It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I love Halloween. I hope you love Halloween as much as I do. I hope you love the Harvest Math Festival as much as I do. And we've officially launched Extra Life here as of about 10 minutes or so ago. There are some new items this year I want to call out. First thing, mentioned the Saturday, November 2nd, game day. I talked a little bit about what Extra Life is, but if you want to go on Lotra.com, you too can follow the links and get more information, everything from, say, Extra Life financial statements to just sort of their proof of what they do. And then you can go to extra-life.org/team/Standing Stone Games and donate to anyone on the team. I'm always honored if you want to donate to me. That you can just click on my name and make your donation. Or extra-life.org/participants/Jerry Snook. I don't know who that guy is, but he's Cordovan's agent, and he'll get him this stuff. How many ways can I talk to about myself in third person? I don't know. How many can we? And then once you donate, I've got a survey to fill out. Just click on this link, and you'll pick your items. If you want more than one, I've got a note section saying if you want more than one, let me know what that number is. They're all going to be coming in through SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey is the survey tool I'm using. And I really just export it out and start going through the list one by one. The most important thing, if you don't know what you want, fine. If you don't know how much you spent, fine. If any questions, fine. But please, I beg of thee, make sure that you give me a good email address or other means to contact you successfully. It's gotten better over the years, thanks to, in part, me being better about asking about it. But it is so important that I have a way to contact you, because I don't, otherwise I don't. Not really. Like, you know, I get a donation thing through Extra Life and that, but that's not a way I can kind of distribute codes to you and things like that. So that's why the survey exists, really, is to get your contact info. But fill out all the rest. and we'll get you your stuff here as soon as I can. If I can, what I'm really hoping to do is really first thing, maybe even Sunday, but Monday maybe. Start going through that list and actually right off the bat start getting people their stuff this year. I'm ready, I'm able, and gosh darn it, people like me. All right, here's the community loot list this year, and here's what's new. We have got a new portrait frame. This is the very first time a portrait frame is available in the community loot list. This is really a variant of the Year of the Dragon portrait frame that came out in August here. But there's one now added to the community loot list, a Blue Drake frame. We also are bringing back two titles from the 2014 Extra Life, that being the Celebratory and the Wise. Both of those titles are coming back. We're adding the last year's Magic the Gathering Online cross promo, the Samwise Gamgee Loyal Housing Attendant. Now, I've already been asked, I've already checked, and I've got bad news. This is only the Samwise Gamgee Loyal Housing Attendant. It does not include the potato portrait frame. Good news, though. We are probably days away from me going up to Tiber or someone and saying, hey, can I have the potato portrait frame for the community loot list? I don't know if they're going to say yes. But that just means it's going to have to be added separately. So this will get you the Samwise Gamgee attendant, but not the frame that was part of that cross promo. That'll be a separate thing. Also, this has been kicking around for a few years now, but I noticed when I was putting together the 2024 list that it wasn't on the 2023 list, so now it is. And that is the Chestnut Corgi. I distributed this in limited quantities, generally as I was giving out anniversary celebrations, spotted, and Chestnut Corgis during live game drops and that. But I don't think it had been formally added to the loot list as of last year, so now it is. So we end up 5 new items for the community loot list from which to incentivize hopefully your donation to the Boston Children's Hospital. But then we do also have all the old stuff, including last year's new stuff, like the ceremonial cloak of Misty Night. There's also the pig in a blanket housing decoration. Locher Wiki's got you covered in terms of what this stuff is. Although I guess I would probably need to. They probably don't have the Blue Drake frame, but I'll make sure that they. I'll make sure it gets done, one way or another. We'll get that up there. I might even be able to spawn it, but I'd have to switch accounts here, and I haven't checked if it's actually in the catalog yet, so I need to do that too. But we have the full loot list, and that's this year's Extra Life. So we're gonna be bringing that Extra Life hype train through Locho Stream all the way through the weekend. Join us, will you, on Saturday? It looks like we've got a lot of participants this year, so I think our time slots are going to be just maybe an hour or two long, is kind of what I think we're currently looking at. But we'll see where we end up. Some of us may go a little longer. And both games are going to be rolling Extra Life game day a week from tomorrow. So that's the plan. Pretty exciting times. Yeah, I don't know on the blue account frame. I have not actually spawned it on my character yet. I am going to guess it is not account wide and is probably per character. But it is a portrait frame, so it might just be however that works. I will let you know. Gosh. There's always something, isn't there? Will the live stream include drops? Well, so we don't formally have our game engine hooked up to the Twitch API in order to do formal Twitch drops, but we will be doing all sorts of code giveaways throughout the marathon on November 2nd. All right. Yeah, I've heard Lizzie around, but she hasn't come over here yet. Is this the sequel to The Exorcist or Poltergeist that no one asked for? I mean, kind of, yes. I would assume that Poltergeist 4, I think that's what they're up to, would probably involve some streamer having their computer get haunted. So yes. Also, isn't that kind of a good idea? Surely that's been done. Yeah, so Schmooze really the step one is to make a donation. Step two is to fill out the survey, and then I'll get back to you. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on the forums and that as well. Uh, I'm happy to answer any questions we have. We err on the side of generosity here, but there are limits. Like the stuff you see on this, I think probably the main thing I could mention is the stuff you see on this list is in fact the things that I have to distribute. I really can't be like, well, can I trade it all for the thing I actually want that I can't get that was either expensive or no longer available or whatever your reasoning might be. Totally valid to feel that way, but no is the answer. I can only give you the things that are on the community loot list. So. Will any of the stream be held on Angmar and Mordor? Yes. At the very least, I will be on Angmar. I am considering doing. Generally, if I there's really two paths for Extra Life Game Day for me personally. Either I play the game, hang out, and have fun, or I'm on my official Cordovan admin account on the live game worlds. And if I do that, I have to make some tough decisions. Because with the number of worlds we have right now, even if I were to do 10 minutes a world with 5 minutes switch in between, you end up having a really long stream. And honestly, from the viewer side, watching someone log in and out, kind of doing the same thing for 10 minutes per server, not always actually the most interesting thing to do. But I do like the idea of it, and people do have fun who are on there as well. So I think what I might do, I don't know. I don't want to say this because what if it's wrong? What if it's a bad idea? I'm considering instead of doing all the worlds, just doing Angmar and Mordor. That's the answer, and then I can actually hang out and do more stuff on them. But I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm doing. So. But all the other worlds, you've seen me. You've seen me a whole bunch. You've already got all this crap, don't you? Or you could get it from the donation. So I thought maybe I could get away with it. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing there. All right. I think that is the main bit of news. Let me go through just a little bit of game news here. First off, we have been working to get our last Bull Roarer beta out, but unfortunately, we've been having some issues, technical this week mostly, that have prevented us from actually being able to get our Bull Roarer preview out. So the latest word I've heard is that we're aiming for Monday. Should be early next week. We'll have more information about our next Bull Roarer preview. Sorry though, we wanted to get it out this week, just wasn't able to make it happen. This weekend, we have got a 25% crafting XP boost through Lotra bonus days. That'll be available until 3 a.m. Eastern on October 28th. This is also your final weekend for double bonus points, so if you want to stock up on Lotra points, this might be an opportunity to do that. You have through Sunday, October 27th. Our regular sale is 25% off from the standout from the crowd, so that's like select shared wardrobe, select cosmetic outfit slots, mounted combat traits, select cosmetics, especially that select shared wardrobe. People tend to sometimes wait for that one a little bit. So if that's you, this is your week. And then the other bit of news I would mention is that for November 6th, so that'll actually be on our current planned launch day. Can I call up this logo? This is a pretty sweet logo. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Yeah, this is a sweet logo that I saw Scenario make, and that's going to be our November 6th Casual Stroll live stream. 2 p.m. Eastern right here on twitch.tv/LotraStream. He's already done all the landscape regions and the instances. That's what we just did over the past, 5-6 weeks here. But there's one thing that has not been covered, and that is the maps. And the maps came up at least a couple of times during the Legacy of Morgoth previews. So when we were kind of figuring, well, we're scheduled for a launch day live stream, but we kind of already ran through all the content, and we kind of want people to be playing the content, right? So what could we do as a topic that might be appropriate? And Scenario came up with this idea of the cartography of Shagana, and I think that's an excellent idea. So that should be a real fun live stream on Wednesday, November 6th. All right. Now I think I'm. Welcome to my world. That's what happened. Something in game decided it didn't like what I had to say, and decided to yeet me. So, alright, well, that happened. Should be fine. I can revive for free. So, I'm really picking up exactly where we left off last week, and the reason for that, if I can be frank with you for a second, is that over on the other game side, we launched their 64-bit server on Wednesday, and I have not stopped working since. So, I have not actually had time to do much of anything Lotra related this week other than the Extra Life work that I did and some preparatory work for Legacy of Morgoth, which, you know, is really kicking into high gear next week with final preview and then deployment so far, the week after that. So honestly, I've not had any Lotra time to actually get my character ready. So I am literally picking up from where we left off. I want to run Harvest Math. I figure this is the final weekend. Really, this is the big Halloween weekend, I think, for a lot of people, since the 31st is on a Thursday this week. At least in my part of the world, it's this weekend and all the trunker treats and, you know. I think the local Polish hall is having a pierogi bake.
You will perish.
I mean, I just did, dude. Weren't you there? You were just standing there. Alright. What mods, if any, do I use? I don't. Because so, hello, just to be clear, I work for Standing Stone Games. My name is, forum handle is Cordovan, my real name is Jerry, and I'm the community manager of the Lord of the Rings Online. So as such, I play with a basically default client. I don't want people to get confused or maybe feel that, well, why doesn't mine look like that, or whatever. It makes sense to me, personally, I think, to just go with a standard default game client. And so that's what I do. So I don't use mods or anything like that. But I'm not making a judgment for those who do. It's really just makes sense because I work here thing in terms of my feelings about it. So that's really all that's up with that. Let's just take a swim, huh? Actually, we have to take a swim. Okay. I also don't use any mods on the DDO side for the same reason. But if I did, I would use the Blackbird UI skin. It's a real cool UI skin there. Little Redhead's going to be on Mordor doing Harvest Festival quests for November 2nd as well. I'm really mixed. I have to admit, I am personally very mixed on these server visits to the live game worlds as Cordovan. I love doing it. I mean, can you imagine how fun as an employee like that to actually be able to log in as an official admin Cordovan is and hang out with peeps and do stupid stuff? It's great. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. But it's also kind of a hassle, error-prone, causes a lot of works, can sometimes cause disruption on the game worlds, can cause us some problems. It's not the greatest content on the live stream. It leads to hurt feelings when people can't show up or get their stuff and all that sort of thing. So I've really kind of mixed on the whole server ideas thing. But at the same time, I There's also maybe honestly maybe there's a little ego involved. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun, and I generally get the sense that people also enjoy when I do it. It's just
What
the people who
shots
enjoy when I do it are the ones who are having fun, not the others. Well, that worked out okay. Yeah, exactly. The Lotro Stream team in general has totally got you covered in terms of plugins and such. As a matter of fact, we even have a show about it. That's how much we're plugged in. Go check out B4's stream on the schedule. To get started in Lotro, do you need to buy every expansion? No, not at all. Especially to get started. To get started, there's tons of free content for you to play all the way through Helm's Deep. And you can do that on a totally free account. Extra Life, I'm going to be taking donations through the end of the year. Formally, that's my cutoff time. Is if it's 2025 on the calendar, then wait till next year, or it'll count for next year at the very least. But if you want in on the giveaways, because I'm going to be giving away some Lotro Point codes. I don't have an expansion this year to give away. Mostly because, you know, our big expansion hasn't released yet. And while I can give away a lot of things, an expansion that isn't released yet is not one of the things on the approved list. I'm sorry. There's codes and other goodies this year in terms of the giveaways. But if you want in on those, you need to get in touch with me. I gotta have your stuff by November 30th, which is when I'm doing them. So, what happened to my guy? Didn't I have to go down? What happened to my ring? Find Amarthiel's emissary to the K group. Oh yeah, here we go. Why did I not see that? Okay. You know, Mandalare, that is not a bad idea. I like that idea. I think because... So, I do have permission to drop as an in-game visit thing under limited circumstances. Like, I can't go too nuts with it. But I do have permission to drop that Festival Skill Snowball, as some people know. It hasn't yet been added to what's called the catalog that I can actually make codes against and such. But maybe as like a giveaway, I could give away some number of those for the group content. I really like that idea, because that's something I think I can probably do. And that would be fun, because not everyone gets to have that, right? You can certainly earn it yourself. But this, you know, there you go. As long as it was comfortable for the war piggies, I'm down for this idea. So we do really have a pretty busy schedule next week if you think about launching our probably last Legacy of Morgoth preview. The start of the week, we've got the Casual Stroll Wednesday, the live stream preview Friday, the Extra Life Game Day Saturday, and then the following week we're launching our big expansion. So we do in fact have a lot happening on the Lotro side. On top of that, of course, we do have Harvest Math, which I forgot to... November 3rd? I think it's November 3rd, right? Oh, there's a wraith. Well, heck, let's take care of that. I don't even have to do this, I say. I'll take that. Those two tattered shadows? Yes. I should check my total. I haven't actually... I don't think it's that many, but I don't actually know how many tattered shadows I have. Alright. I like it. See, man, see. Nice. Oops. Yeah, I mean, obviously we'd love it if you want to subscribe to the game and play. And you would need a subscription if you want to play on Angmar or Mordor, which honestly I think would be an excellent choice for a new player as well. But if you are a new player that is like, nah, I just want to play like free, you totally can. Totally you can. You can play, honestly... Gosh, I think players would back me up on this, right? You can play dozens of hours of this game without hitting really any kind of paywall that you gotta worry about. Maybe even a lot more hours than that. As a free player. And so I would start with that. If you want to be a free player, just do it. Then you can figure out why you want to give us money. Oh man, I am not traveling very well. I am a cliff jumper. I know. You are too though, right? This isn't me breaking some fourth wall here. We all do it. Don't we? Also, I did hear a Lizzie. Where did Lizzie go? She was here just a moment ago. Oh, there you are. Yeah, Lizzie, why don't you come on over here? The stream wants to say hello quick. Hello. Hello, from Lizzie. Yep. Alright. There we are. Here, have some floof, she says. Yes, we have a vertical fast travel system in the game as well as the traditional one. And then Aragorn yeeted himself off the cliff, saying, I have fall damage immunity. You are being loud. What's going on? I am running through the epic stories, essentially what I'm doing. I'm doing the books on this character. So. Well, thank you, Yusuf. Appreciate you stopping by and saying that. My longtime pal and friend, Miss Elizabeth Bennet the kitty. She's a good kitty. She's getting into her elder years a little bit. She's roughly about 16. Oops. Oh no! No, don't! Ah. You know what? Let me take the hey, I work for SSG route. There we are. Hi, I just showed up. How you doing? You bring both good news and bad, Rivermaster. The emissaries have been defeated is one worry put to rest, but I fear the loyalties of the tomb robbers of Randhast and the Garadane of Emen-Uil are already purchased. We can count ourselves fortunate that the Cairgrim have no love for Angmar's gold, but that is no large gain in the face of such great opposition. I don't like carrot cake. Well, we really should have had one of these rewards be... Oh, I mean, you get the superior carrot cakes, but we could have said choose one. No, thank you.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Thou must deliver a message for me, or I will tell thee not.
It's true. You know what? I don't want to do this though. This is good. We'll pick up this story in a couple weeks here. I want to end the stream by going to some spookier events. So let's do that. Producer letter for the upcoming year. I have heard that Orion in particular has been doing some work toward next year's calendar. Has been doing it for a while, of course, but it's going to be a while before we really have any kind of 2025 producer letter. I don't know on the timing. I don't know if it'll be the end of 2024 or early 2025 before that gets out. But, we'll see. We'll see.
Good day. Might I have a word with you? Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Fireworks. I like Westmead. I guess we could go into the Haunted Burrow, though. But... And then there's also the Troves and Trickery. Pretty fun. I've seen some good forum posts about Troves and Trickery. If you're looking for locations to go, they'll help you out. But this is all new for me on Angmar here, so that should be pretty cool. Pick up some good rewards and what have you. I'm gonna have to... I have to get busy, because I gotta start doing the, getting this stuff.
Don't you walk off. I need to speak with you. Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Alright. What do I... Oh, do I? Oh, here we go.
A lovely day, isn't it? Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Do I not have a festival quest? I must not. I would have thought I would have picked one up, but okay. I guess not yet. Well, that's fine. Let's go to Westmead then. And do some fun stuff over there. Yeah, thanks Lizzie for chucking my phone to the floor. I appreciate that. I didn't want it on my desk. Yeah. Oh, the apple bobbing too. Yeah. No, so I actually did think about the Extra Life game day in regards to kind of the the Balrog spawns and things like that, some of the monster spawns. I can't. I can find a few that are Angmar related that I could spawn if I want to do monster spawns on Angmar and Mordor for the November 2nd Extra Life game day. But like the Balrog, I can't. And the reason I can't is because people who have actually experienced that will, on the live game world, depending on what I do, they'll know that you get progress of a deed for doing it. I do it so rarely. And it's on old worlds that have been around a long time, so like no one's ever really cared. But Angmar and Mordor would matter, and so I can't really do that on Angmar and Mordor. So I can spawn some enemies in Angmar and Mordor, but gotta be very careful about what I'm actually doing and spawning and that sort of thing to not only just fit with the current state of the game world, but also for appropriateness. I wouldn't actually want to be completing progress for people on that kind of thing. Okay. Apple bobbing in real life is actually not a whole lot of fun. I'm of a generation where I don't know if it was just something our parents saw on the TV or what, but
A lovely day, isn't it?
for whatever reason, our Halloween parties as kids would be thus. Maybe it's a Martha Stewart thing or something. I don't know. You got the apple bobbing. You got the let's put some peeled grapes in a bowl and tell people it's eyeballs or something. You got like the worm cake or food or what have you with like gummy worms and some kind of Halloween gross thing. And then of course you'd have your trick-or-treating and things like that. You know, you put on that weird smelly plastic mask with a little little I don't know, rubber band that would snap about 5 minutes into your trip. So I've done apple bobbing is the point. And it's actually very difficult, not particularly fun. Your face gets wet. I mean, trying to pick up an apple with your teeth, it's like, what? Alright, well, let's see. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see if I can remember the pattern. I think I've already screwed it up, though. Yep. Because it's a right on the initial, not a left, I think. Yeah, I love the ambiance in Westmead. I think it's fantastic. Oops. Yep, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to refresh myself on the maps here. Remember how to get out. I know there's, yeah. That's too bad. So that is not this way. Yeah. This way, and then up and around. I almost made it. Nope, I didn't make it. Well, I didn't make it, so. Alright. Great. Fatality. Now, how do I get out? I suppose it's sort of the whole point, isn't it? I know, I get out through this way. I go this. That's on the low end, so yeah, if I back here, here. Nope. Nope. There we go. Well. No! I've done this a million times. Why can I not remember this? Gosh darn it. This. No. Okay. From here. Back to where I was. Okay. No! I don't like this at all. That's true. If there was snow, you could follow your own tracks. Alright. I'm just gonna hit the lost button, because you can do that. What did I do wrong, though? Gosh, it has been a while. I used to have it down pat. What did I do wrong there? I was going off memory. Maybe we'll try one more time, huh? No, I've not heard of a Nazgul spawning inside of Sarnur in this past week. I haven't been, honestly, I haven't been paying attention to the Nazgul spawns this week. I've been too busy. What's been going on?
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment? Could I take a moment
I don't want to
of
have
your
that.
time?
Okay. Well, so we have been doing work. We had, was it on our most recent preview, actually, that we had the instance active, or is that coming up? I can't remember now where we're sitting on that. But we've talked quite a bit recently about things that we're doing to assist with the Nazgul spawns here. Coming most likely with Moria would be my expectation. At least that's currently where it's set. So that's, that's something. Alright, what am I doing? I got the gourds, I could talk to Lobelia, talk to Walrick. I could take the drought, but I don't want that effect. I'm not going to collect treats right now. I could do fun and games. Have I picked up, like, the spirited stuff yet? Nope, that'll be later. I have spoken to the hobbits. I'm not seeing the kitties. So perhaps I haven't picked that up yet. So I guess let's hit some stuff. That's what we'll do. We'll hit some stuff. Is it? I hadn't recognized it's a. You're right. Hadn't even noticed. That's awesome. The theme being sort of a twisted version of the Tom Bombadil theme. That's cool. I could say, as we're getting closer to the end of the show here, I haven't forgotten about the Lord of the Rings Online Discord. Some of the recent things that have come up have made me sort of push that out a little bit. But I'm still hoping to get it released shortly after the expansion, most likely. And that'll be really exciting when that happens. I'm going to need a little more time, though, because, frankly, we've just got next week and then it's out. And I have just got too much to do. I need to onboard moderators and that yet. So it'll be a little bit yet on the Discord, but it'll be coming here pretty soon. Okay. So... Fun and games. Talk to Camellia Boffin via the tables in Westmead. I have, related to those Nazgul spawns, though, I have actually been able to take part in a few. I haven't since the last time I talked about it on the live stream, but I have been in there a few times. Four to be exact, I think. But it only got video for 3.
Could I take a moment of your time?
There we
Stay
go.
and have some tea.
That's such a creepy, creepy sound. Those little children laughing is like, yeah. Let me travel the misty path. What's your favorite Halloween movie? I mean, honestly, Halloween's a pretty good choice. I think my recommendation would be... I mean, came out a long time ago, so it might be totally fine. But... I'm gonna say Mario Bava, Black Sabbath. That's my Halloween recommendation for 2024. It's basically three shorts directed by my favorite director. Creepy and spooky. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, perfectly fine. Trick or Treat, yeah, yeah. Starring the infamous famous rock band Thor. They of rock and roll nightmare fame. I thought there was a kitty around here. Not seeing one. Okay. Not quite sure what to make of that. Is there supposed to be a kitty here? Oh, there is a kitty here. Okay. Hello, kitty. Yep, perfectly valid that if you're not like a horror movie person, something like A Nightmare Before Christmas. Great choice. Can't go wrong with probably Ghostbusters or something too. This thing doesn't causing me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Harvest Math Festival is perhaps also a particularly good thing to do this weekend in Lord of the Rings Online for a little bit of spooky holiday fun, and you can play this for sure with like your kiddos and such. So this isn't the worst idea in the world either, is it? Yes, it is the worst idea in the world, Cordovan. No. Army of Darkness. That's a pretty good one. Now I'm one of those real horror movie nerds. Like I'm into like super scary stuff. So if you want to watch a super scary movie that's not at all for the kiddos, I would recommend one called Session 9. That'll be my recommendation this year. It's real good. Real scary. But not for the weak. Of who aren't like horror movie nerds. I did though, didn't I? Because it's 102. And we've got another show coming up here in just a minute. So, thank you so much for watching Court of the Rings on twitch.tv/LotraStream. We'll be back next Friday with a preview for Update 42. And then in a couple weeks, fingers crossed here, we'll be playing Legacy of Morgoth live on the channel. So, hope you're having a great time in the Lord of the Rings Online. Please do give us a follow if you'd like to. If you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, thanks for your comments. I do read all the comments on the YouTube channel. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe if you're into that as well. Have a great afternoon, everyone. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.